Hey everyone, it's BuzzRail96 here. Hope you're all doing well and have had a good start to a new week. Welcome to another Train Sim World live stream. Today I'll be taking a first look at the final new route of the 3 that came with the base Train Sim World 5 game. And that route in question is set in a familiar setting in lovely California, and that route in question is the San Bernardino Line, going from Los Angeles to San Bernardino. Effectively, the route that connects the dots, aka that connects the Antelope Valley Line, that was released in Train Sim World 4, and Cajon Pass, which was released in Train Sim World 3. So let's do a run on the route and have a little explore, really. Okay, we'll do this one, heading downtown. This is part 1. We will do part 2 once that service is completed. So this is the first part of a San Bernardino train from Los Angeles Union to Pomona North. Or Pomona North. Hey, Slovak ball mapper, hope you're well. Welcome. Continue your journey. It's probably a QR code to their to the PlayStation store, I bet. Okay. We're in the right locomotive. Excellent. I did try to check this service earlier in the journey mode, make sure it was the right locomotive, and it kept spawning in the wrong locomotive. Not the wrong one per se, but it was the wrong type of locomotive I wanted to take a look at. I'm all over the place. What am I doing? Motion blur on. Okay. Let's set this train up. Ready for departure. Gauge brightness is at 100%. Headlights will set to dim. What switches do we have to toggle on the back wall here? Nope. Step and platform lights, yes. Front number lights. Electrical cabinet lights, might as well. Ground lights. Fuse cabinet. Let's see what we have to do. Train management, train monitoring system on. Yeah, it all seems tickety-boo to me. The switches don't do anything. Okay, that seems good to me. Oh, and the HPA fuses. What's going on here? I have no idea if it's on. It should be on. Anyway, so shouldn't be a major problem with regards to that. Up here, don't think I need to mess around with any buttons, so I think we're all tickety-boo. I think we're all good to go. Wow, it's busy in LA. Wow, near enough every platform, apart from the metro platform there. Or tram. service going. Either Antelope Valley or maybe the same direction as us, I'm not sure. Yeah, as you can see, much busier this time at LA Union Station than compared to Antelope Valley, so that's a positive. I best get back in the cab, it's a bit loud, isn't it? Alright, we'll just release the brakes. And off we go. Okay, so a little bit of information about this route, just the basic facts and figures. So the San Bernardino Line is obviously not only a separate release, but is part of the standard Train Sim World 5 game and above, you know, deluxe edition and all that kind of jazz. It's 57 miles long, that's roughly 90-ish kilometers, 16 stations, so I think it's more stations than the Antelope Valley line, but shorter in length and mileage. You get 2 locomotives, the Metrolink MP36PH-3C, which is what I'm operating now. That is pretty much the star of the show of this route. And you also get the Metrolink F125 diesel locomotive. You get Bombardier coaches in 2 livery variants, and you also get Rotom cars and the cab car as well. And if you have Home Pass, you get to operate BNSF freight layers in this timetable. And yeah, it's much more urban, let's say, this route compared to Antelope Valley, which is more, you know, in the valley, in a very rural area. This has more, you know, it's more densely populated, so, you know, the usual, you know, roads and highways, in particular reference to highways, we will be running in the middle of a highway, so that will be interesting. So yeah, this is Los Angeles. You can see downtown LA in the background. But yeah, the MP36 locomotive and the coaches it came with, not the first coach there, but the second one there, these are very, well, they look similar in model to the ones from Peninsula Corridor and Caltrain. But it's had a lot of extensive work done to it, the locomotive in particular. Some new sounds where Dovetail actually went to Metrolink HQ or a depot that was operated by Metrolink, got access to the cab and the locomotive, so able to get accurate sounds this time, which from what I can, from my first impressions, it sounds pretty good. It doesn't sound as tinny as before, which is quite good. There are some changes to the cab. I think before there used to be a huge chunk of switches which you had to mess around with. In this case, on this particular variant, I think there's the only switches you can play with, I think, is just the wipers. Oh, and the heating, ventilation and air conditioning systems in the cab. I've just noticed we're going way too fast. Typical me. So this is a big container port yard over here. You can actually see some intermodal freight cars parked up at the facility. You can see there on the map. I think there is a couple of some locomotives there stabled in the coach yard, Mission Tower coach yard to be exact, but you can't do any services with that. Either the AI does it or it's just, you know, static display, which is a tad disappointing. So I think before with Antelope Valley you went up north past the depot, which you could still, you know, do empty stop moves to, and then carry on north eastish, let's say. This time we're going well, east. Completely east. So the first station stop is California State LA Station, or Cal State LA Station. It's just under 3.5 miles away. Patty Epstein, hey, how are you? Hope you're well. Also, good evening to Pelican GRX. Hope you're both well. Do you know when that new train is coming out? You have to be more specific as to which new train. There's lots of trains that's, well, new trains. I suppose that's what you mean, that's coming to the game. Yeah, you have to be a bit more specific. If you mean the MBTA commuter, aka the bright pinky purple locomotives, that route's been delayed until the start of November. And then the route after that, which is the West Coast Main Line over Shap route, that's coming out shortly after the MBTA commuter's release. Slovak ball mapper, which route do you think is better, Taranto Ramp or Rusignord? That's an interesting question. Well, Rusignord is definitely the route for you if you love, you know, if you like to enjoy a route that it has more of a freight focus on it. I mean, the DLCs, the loco add-ons in particular, add way more freight. I think the 155 adds coal operations to Rusignord. The 363 adds a whole host of things you can do, be it logging, services, steel, shunting in Hagen Yard, if I recall, and what was the other one? I think there also was some rather pretty interesting looking cement wagons, if I'm not mistaken. But Taranto Ramp is interesting because it's longer. It's more of a not a kind of roller coaster kind of route, but you know, you've got a lot of sharp curves, which you can take with ease with the main star of that DLC, which is the I forgot what it's called. What is it? The 612, the diesel multiple unit that tilts. It's a 612, isn't it? Yeah. So I don't know. Personally, I would prefer Ignored. It's set in a more rural landscape, and yeah, it's shorter and older, but it has more of a different vibe, a different feel to it. Whereas most of the German routes these days have a combination of mostly passenger and a little bit of freight. Ignored has the opposite. It has a lot of freight and a little bit of passenger, but not too much.
Pelican GRX, I wonder if Dovetail ever had the Tyneware Metro. Well, it depends if they have the license for it. I don't think they ever have, and who knows if they ever will get it. It'll be good to see in the game, no doubt about it. There's no question, I think we need another route set within the northeast of England. I mean, yeah, we've had a few routes that set in the north of England, Manchester and Leeds, and the northwest in particular has had a bit of a look in, thanks to Spirit's team, which was awful, and the two excellent Just Trains routes, focusing on areas like Blackpool and Preston. And obviously the new, soon-to-be released West Coast Main Line over Shap route, which goes from Preston to Carlisle. So I think there's no doubt in my mind that we should, hopefully, in, I don't know, for the next 10 years, get another route set in the northeast of England. Badly not misrepresented, but underrepresented, maybe. Needs better representation in Train Sim World. But whether that route will be the Tyneware Metro or somewhere else, who knows? Right, we're coming up to the first station, which is Cal State LA Station. We are running late, but that is to be expected. How good are these brakes? Because we're going way too fast. Surprise, surprise. Way. Too busy talking. Well, at least we'll be able to see how good the locomotive brakes are. It's difficult. First stop, a pretty steep gradient. Nearly 1%. We're still going. Stop. Please. 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 Thank you. Right. Right, first station stop is California State LA Station. Immediately, I like the colour of this route. I don't know why. Maybe it's the time of year we're operating the service in. What is it? Winter / autumn? Maybe coming into springtime. I'm not sure. But the colour looks right, and the scenery. I mean, I had a play with it earlier today. Well, when I say a play, I don't mean in a complete in-depth play, but I did the tutorial and tutorials, and one of the scenarios again, just to get comfortable with what I'm going to be operating, aka the MP36. But the scenery, I mean, it's easier for Dovetail to make this route shine or have a little bit of polish on it more, because a majority of the scenery assets are from Antelope Valley and Cajon Pass, whereas West Coast Main Line and West Coast Main Line South, they built from scratch with a little bit of help from Vivid Games. These vines I know Halloween's not far around the corner, but they're having a bit of a moment. Maybe it's mimicking their swaying in the breeze or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's got good signage. Metrolink signage officially. Got the phone. Doesn't look too badly modelled. Public safety, no smoking sign. Nice artwork here. Got a destination display which only displays the time of day and the date. No official, you know, PIS, you know, showcasing when's the next service coming and what the next service is going to be. That artwork is pretty cool. I like that. Metrolink ticket machines. That's a nice touch. And the lifts. I think some of the lifts on this route do work. Maybe not. Yeah, it does work. That's what I like to see. It's quite a unique station, really, because you got a highway. Would you even call it a highway? I don't know what you would call it in the US of A. You've got a big major, well, not a big, but reasonably big road going over the station, and then you've got another road there, and then you've got the highway over there in the distance. So yeah, it's busy. It's going to be loud at all times of the day, and you've even got a bus, almost like a bus stop here. Yeah, got a screen there. Obviously, would be working in real life, but not today. Cal State LA Station. Look at that. You got M for Metro, Foothill Transit, Metrolink. That's good. And the signs don't look too bad. And these are the many steps you would have to take to get over the road to a bus which is actually here, or vice versa to get down to the platforms. It's well modelled. I'll give it that. There's another bus station over here. I don't look too bad. You could have made that look horrible and nasty, but you know, road network so far, well, it would have to be a step above the norm for Dovetail, wouldn't it, with the route, you know, squeezed into the railroad squeezed into the road network here. Yeah, I like that. Interesting first station. Ironically, I think it's a very similar story to the first station out of what was it? San Francisco on Peninsula Corridor. That station was also under a major road or highway or bridge, wasn't it? If I recall. Right, let's go. The second stop is I'm going to butcher this name up, El Monte. Either way, the station is 7.5 miles away. It's quite cool that you have a mixture of different, you know, passenger cars. That I do like. Have a nice bit of variety.
Okay, Pelican, GRX, take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. Slovak Ball Mapper, do you think that just trains West Coast Main Line over Shap route is worth the full price of £32.99? Well, yeah, as the old saying goes, it may look good and sound good on paper, and the images that Just Trains have released so far of the West Coast Main Line over Shap route do look very, very good. But I'll be interested to see how is it going to perform, how is it going to run on your, respective consoles and PCs. So but as it stands, yes, I would say it's worth every bit of penny so far. It's the longest British route that's coming to the game. The detail looks very, very impressive, from the route to the rolling stock. The timetable sounds interesting. So yeah, all things are positive so far as that route is concerned, and hopefully it's going to be good. We'll wait and see. I've noticed that when you're far away, well, no, not when I'm far away, but when you can see the traffic in the distance, you notice that the cars tend to hover above the road. But when the car gets closer, or when you're about to pass a car or a truck or whatever, then you're able to see the shadow. But even with the shadow there, like even with that truck there, you can see like it makes it feel like it's connected to the road, but then the further away it gets, the less connected it feels. But hey, that's just how it is. Condor, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Just taking a first in-depth look at the San Bernardino line, and so far I'm reasonably impressed. It's quite good. I'm just switching live chats a second because for some reason the live chat only displays the top, like chats or something, top messages. It doesn't display all the messages, and it seems to be the case on the phone too. Well, all I can say is I apologise if I miss out any of your questions or things in general you just put in the chat. Used to display all messages as well as top messages, but for some reason you can't toggle between the two. That's interesting choice. So the previous station we were at, which was Cal State, LA, that is actually near a place in Los Angeles County called University Hills. So it seems to be that seemed to be the station that's focused on, you know, the educational facilities in that area. You know, high school and university and all that kind of jazz. It's actually located between Interstate 10 and the namesake of the campus of the California State University. All right. It was opened in February 1975, and the Metrolink platform was only added in October 1994. And we need to get on the brakes. Taking a very steep rise. Over a river, it seems. This is probably the highest the train will go, actually, in terms of elevation. Right, we are approaching the station of El Monte. Kind of got a roller coaster kind of feeling in my stomach coming up because we're about to take a very steep descent to the station, and you can see actually there's a freight train in the background, Union Pacific, I think I can make out, or BNSF. It's one of the two. It's interesting that Dovetail added these little markers in an update recently, so I can actually see where I am, where my train is, and where the next station is. Look at that. It's got all the different services. Wow. How cool is that? A little graph there. That's fantastic. That's a good touch from Dovetail. I like that a lot. So yeah, so intermodal train. I think this line runs alongside not only BNSF but predominantly I think Union Pacific freight lines in the area. I could use the independent brake, be a little bit naughty. There's another passenger train waiting for us to get out of the way. Whoa, stop, stop, stop. There we go. Arrival at El Monte. About to say something else. Right, where's that train going? Does it say? Intermodal train going north somewhere. And there's another set of freight cars. Is that another freight train? No, it's just a bunch of containers, I think. Oh, okay, fair enough. Albeit absent with containers. So this is El Monte. I like that, that's cool. Donkeys, maybe? I don't like it. I like this on the fuel tank
of the MP36PH-3C, powered by 100% renewable fuel. Obviously, these days, most of the diesel locomotives, be it passenger or freight, have to meet very strict environmental regulations. This is what I want to touch on, these passenger cars. So this one came from Antelope Valley Line, as well as this route, and this one is brand new to the Metrolink fleet, if you want to call it like that, and I really do like it. Destination display works, which is good. Oh, that is a different one. Foal and grown-up donkeys. Here's the car park. Oh, that doesn't look too bad at all. Skin ticket machines. Got the palm trees giving you that sunny California vibe. Right, let's lock for doors. The next station stop is Baldwin Park. It's 4.5 miles away. You can see the crossing gates work. That is a positive. A little bit of information about El Monte. It has 238 parking spaces apparently. It doesn't say when it opened though. No, it doesn't say when it opened or what the horses or the donkeys ironwork on top of the canopy there. I don't know what that was referenced to, but yeah, nice touch, nice little station. Mark Boss, hey, how are you? Hope you're well. Welcome. Okay, Slovak Ball Mapper, see you next time. Take care. Right, we can pick up a bit of speed now. Condor, feel like this is the first BR era route that has actually good mainline potential. I can kind of agree on that. I still feel that Northern Trans-Pennine, which is still my absolute favourite, has decent mainline potential as well. Particularly with the expresses and freight, as well as the local services. But yeah, there's no question. If you want a proper high-speed BR, like express challenge, then yeah, West Coast Mainline over Shap is definitely going to be the route for you. It will be a challenge of about 87, there's no doubt about that. Pick up a bit of speed. So yeah, what was surprising to me about this route in particular is it opened not fairly recently, but you know, most railroads in America would open, you know, like 50, 60, maybe, you know, in the 1800s or something like that, you know. This opened in 1992. October 1992, to be exact. So it's still, I'd say, a reasonably young railroad. Maximum operating speed is 79 miles per hour. So it's pretty quick. And as far as the freight stuff is concerned, it runs alongside, or parts of the route run alongside, the Union Pacific Sunset route or route for a few miles, and also used to run alongside a small tiny section of the Pasadena subdivision before the second district of the LA division, the Santa Fe passenger main line. So it seems we're saying goodbye to the highway and the freeways and the traffic, because we're coming up to some local industries by the looks of it. This will be interesting. Let's have a little peek. Is this like a distribution centre, maybe? Maybe. Oh no, we got cement, maybe? I'm not sure. Some rusty cars going to the junkyard by the looks of it. There's the sidings back there, or the spur. This building has been in a few US routes before. I recognise that building. Seen that on Peninsula Corridor. God, I wish the camera could. Wish you could have that function back where you could, you know, zip along at a reasonable speed with the free cam. Unfortunately not. Oh, I think I'll bring the train to a standstill. I just don't want to load back into the cab and find out when the game crashes as a result of that. And we got another spur over here. I do like the industry around here. It's densely packed. Tyres and pipes and cars rusted out. That seems to be a theme. Maybe that's what happens to the employees who don't do their job properly. Your car gets rusted out and beaten up by these diggers and trucks, maybe. There's a big long spur over there. I won't venture all the way back there, but interesting. Again, there's that building in the distance. I love the atmosphere. You know, the wildlife. It's really, really nice. Got the traffic moving along nicely. This is a giant warehouse or facility here. Lots of cars. There's industry everywhere you look, really. It's quite a nice change of scenery, going from, you know, from the hustle and bustle of the highway to the noise and grimy look of local industry. This actual section's closed off. Can't actually go back. But no, you can't. Not even with the free cam. Okay, that's interesting. Presumably, it's that must be that giant spur there. Maybe that's the section dovetail never finished. But here looks to be like an oil plant, oil refinery, because there's some tankers over here parked in the spur here. I like this here, you know, all the weeds and trash, you know, makes the industry feel it's not all shiny and clean every day. It's well worked. And here's our train. There you can see a hillside in the distance over there. Nice touch. And here we are back in the cab. Off we go. The Condor Second was a much needed upgrade for the map orientation. I agree with that. Once again, these small little features should have been in the game from day one, but you know, there you go. We've got just over 2 miles to go until Baldwin Park. Just past another couple of spurs that don't seem to have anything. Maybe it's best if I take a look at the front camera from this point of view. Looks like a diner or some sort, maybe a shopping mall or something. Going past some of the local residents now, of Baldwin maybe. Again, I love the foliage. It's a nice road there. I like the scenery. I mean, yes, I know a majority of the houses are, you know, just copy and paste, rinse and repeat, but it's better than bare and desolate wasteland. Much better than being bare and incomplete. There's also some graffiti as well along the sides of the track, which is good to see. I remember there was a picture in on the news. I think it was like last year or something like that, where there was a line in Los Angeles. I think it was like a freight line or something, and there was just tons of like cardboard boxes, rubbish, and you know, I think it was like robbers, you know, nicking Amazon parcels and all sorts of packages that have come from other, you know, distribution centres via train that was just being, you know, nicked and stolen, and yeah, quite a sight in a bad way, sadly. Okay, we're coming into Baldwin Park. So we won't be stopping at every station along the line. Stop, stop, stop. Don't go too far. There we go. But the ones we won't stop at, I will get out on the free cam and have a little look at. Now, this station's more like it. This is Baldwin Park. And immediately I like that. Look at that. Modelled well. Looks pretty decent in the distance. What's that meant to say? Soon... Vases, maybe? I don't know. Maybe trees to grow out of. I don't know what's with these pots. China clay pots. Looks nice. There's the car park again. Don't look too shabby. Bit of a traffic jam we're causing on the road there, but never mind. I like the surface of the platforms here. Very nice indeed. I also noticed as you come into Baldwin Park, it's got a sign now on the bridge, which obviously connects the station to the huge multi-storey car park that's actually full with cars for a change. Normally they're empty and barren, but not this time. GG, I like that. And a little bit of information about Baldwin Park, some stats, let's say. As far as the artwork is concerned, which interests me, Verdanza Indigenous is outdoor artwork at the station by an artist known as Judy Backer, which includes a concrete footpath that represents ceremonial steps performed by early California inhabitants, apparently. Then the early California inhabitants are known as the Gabrielino and Chumash Indians. The monument bears several engraved statements whose origins are not attributed. In 2005, a anti-illegal immigration group based in Ventura County launched a series of protests over an inscription that was claimed was against white people for whatever. According to the artist Backer, the sentence which was uttered by a Baldwin Park politician in the 1950s. And the station opened in May 1993 and has 360 parking spaces and 14 accessible spaces. More of the traffic's going to hate me now. The fact that those railroad gates stayed down for so long, now they're about to, they've opened up now and let the traffic run free, but now, unfortunately, it's going to have to close. Whoop, hello, we're moving backwards. We're going to hit the traffic. Stop. And we've hit the blue car. Bang, smash, wallop. Oh dear. Seems the crossing gates aren't completely fixed. Never mind.
Never mind. The next stop is Cavina, or Cavina? Yeah, Cavina. That station is just over 3.5 miles away. Yeah, I know, Condor, yeah, we took out a few cars there. I think I'll be sacked by Metrolink once this journey is finished. Oh well, it's a shame it doesn't work properly. Interesting set of spurs there. What's a long one? Wow. Is that maybe another freight line going somewhere? I'm amazed we're still able to do 60 miles per hour through Baldwin. Oh wow, look at that truck. You couldn't get more American than that. That's fantastic. That's really cool. I like that. Good old stars and stripes. Ah, don't break game. There we go. Always worries me when I have to load back in when the train's too far away. Another thing which is quite interesting to me is that when you get to San Bernardino, you have like almost like a little extra, not a branch line as such, but it kind of feels that way because it's, you know, incomplete. Is that you can do a portion of the Inland Empire services that go to San Bernardino downtown, like this train is at here actually. Got a soccer field over there to the left. Let's pick up the speed. Right, approaching Cavina. Oh, brake. Yeah, as you can tell, it's my first in-depth look to this route, so driving-wise I'm going to be all over the place. For that I apologise. Let's take a look at this unit in more detail. It's
danger sticker, 480 volts. Bit of grime and weathering on the front, even on the plough here. I wonder if you can refuel the locomotive. I don't know if you can. You can still take the cap on and off. Nice. That's a lot of fans. Another interesting addition that Dovetail added to this route, along with King's Hotel Barn, was that they added some licensed aircraft. I think an Airbus, a couple of Airbus planes. I don't know aircraft very well at all, I'm afraid. Other than I can tell what is a plane and what is a helicopter, and that's about it. But here we are at Okovina. I apologise, I said Kavina, but it's Kovina. Secure bike parking. Really now? Ah, it's a British UK style telephone box. Why is that there? I do not know. It's not even modelled very well, I don't think. It looks okay, but could be better, I suppose. But again, you know, everything looks as it should. It's nice. As far as Kovina station is concerned, it was opened in October 1992. And the original Kovina station was actually a boxcar, believe it or not, but the depot was soon built between the 1st and 2nd streets. The station proved valuable as a freight depot, as it was in the vicinity of several fruit packers. The new Metrolink station, the current one we are currently stopped at, opened in October the 26th, 1992. And the original Kovina station was part of a branch built by Southern Pacific. Interesting. Forward, please. There we go. Right, the next stop is Pomana North. I think that's how you say it. It's either Pomana or Panana North. Either way, the station is 7.5 miles away. It's that's a fair old distance. We will miss one station, which is Fairplex. I'll see if I can hunt that station down and spot it and have a little look around. But visually you can definitely tell it's more than this route is set in a much more densely populated urban area rather than Antelope Valley, which starts obviously in the dense in a densely populated city of Los Angeles. It goes out into the wilderness, let's say. You do get some little towns and villages here and there, but Nowhere near as frequent as this route, that's for sure. Is that a park? Seems to be. Oh no, tennis court. My bad. The construction going on there in that building. Got a mall here. No idea what those shops are, but makeup maybe, shoe shop. I don't know. Oh no, that's a shoe shop. There's a sale of 70% off upside down. Oh dear. Lots of crossings on this route. That's another thing to point out. This route has way more level crossings, I think, than Antelope Valley, and definitely more than Cajon Pass. It's interesting, isn't it, that you could do a journey kind of, you know, starting in Lancaster on the Antelope Valley line, go down to Los Angeles, then get on this route, do a journey from Los Angeles to San Bernardino, and then finally complete the trilogy by going from San Bernardino to Barstow in BNSF freight locomotive. I don't know how long that would take you, but more than 2 hours, no doubt about that. Speed limit has increased to 79 miles per hour. Trying to keep an eye out for Fairplex Station. Is that it there? No, that's East Covina sidings with some couple of freight cars in there. That'll be interesting. I will be honest, I'm not really doing this route justice. I mean, if I knew a hell of a lot more about the area and the railroad scene that existed before the introduction of this modern day interpretation of the San Bernardino line, then yeah, I'll be able to say a lot more about, you know, the history and the facts and figures and so on and so forth, and what the hell I'm passing through, like local industries and businesses and all that kind of stuff. One person I would recommend checking out if you want a more in-depth, a much better in-depth analysis of this route, check out Schnauzer Powers' YouTube channel. He's done like I think an hour and a half in-depth video into the San Bernardino line itself. He knows about it a lot more than me, so if you want to learn more about this route, then definitely check out Schnauzer Powers' YouTube channel. A couple of tankers here, so another fuel oil depot tucked away at the side there. What track is this? Doesn't say. Presumably BNSF or Union Pacific related. Got a yellow signal coming up. That's the first time We haven't had a green or a signal in a colour other than green. So where's Fairplex? Got to keep an eye out for that. Just get down the speed to 40. I love the sounds of the brakes releasing. Really nice, clear and depth sounds. Certainly much better sound package on this variant of the MP36 than the Caltrain one. No question about that. So where's Fairplex then? I must have missed it. I mean, unless it's just after? No, it can't be after, can it? No. It's before the next station we're just coming into, so I must have missed it. Gates come down, please. Don't want any other traffic to smash into the side of me and kill all my passengers. Thank you very much. So Panoma North, we are approaching it now. And there's one disgruntled train driver, engineer. Mainly because I've delayed his service by an absolute huge amount of time. Fairplex. It's got to be around here somewhere. So that's Pomona North. What's over here? This is the Pasadena sub. Okay. A few industries there. But Fairplex, I must have missed it. It would show on the map though, wouldn't it? Unless it's been taken away. Let's engage those brakes. There we go. Here we are at Pomona. And that's part 1 complete. So we stopped at California State, LA Station, El Monte, Baldwin Park, Covina, and finally completed part 1 by terminating at Panoma North. But we're going to continue this service. Load the passengers up. I think the reason Dovetail split these longer services in half is just so, people can't, do one whole full-length run in one go, and they've split it into 2 parts, so it enables you to go back at a later date or later time of day and complete the second half of the journey. We've got some freight cars here, ready to be loaded up with something. Just see the mountain in the distance come into focus. Don't ask me which mountains, because I've no idea. I would say maybe the area towards Lancaster, but I've no idea, to be honest with you. Just me being completely honest. Again, as far as the station is concerned, looks good. Nice, reasonable amount of detail. Right, let's lock the doors. Alright, let's rock and roll to the next station stop, which is Claremont. Claremont is just over 2 miles away. I wonder if Fairplex is a disused station or something like that. Let's have a look. Okay, so Fairplex has been the home. Oh, right, I see. It's mainly used for days of the Los Angeles County Fair. Oh, I see. Oh, it would have been cool to have that in the game. Featured on this route. Imagine, you know, going past the fairground at night. All the illuminations and things like that. Oh, they're quite spectacular. Oh well. But we are now almost out of Los Angeles County. After we've cleared Claremont, we will officially be out of LA County. So a bit of information about Pomona North Station. I should have done it earlier, but I didn't. It has 225 free parking spaces. Always interesting. The extension of the Los Angeles Metro Rail rail line to Pomona North is projected to open in 2025. And the station runs along the north side of the old station, and the old AT and SF station lies to the east of the station on the northwest corner of the Santa Fe and Gary Avenue. That was actually home to the Los Angeles and San Gabriel Valley Railroad station, which opened in 1887. At the time, there was debate to call the station North Pomona or Palomares or Palermo Station. Which is a nice little fact for you there. I was going to absolutely max the power then and get to 79, but I've managed to see that the station is directly in front of us. This looks like another nice little charming station. This time we have a passing loop. We've got 2 platforms. That'll do. Okie doke. Again, what's with the trees shaking? That's meant to simulate wind. Oh, it's stopped. Oh no, you could just see it there moving around. That's better animation. Of a breeze. Oh look at that. You got Claremont on the wall there. That's nice. Someone on his phone. What's he looking at? Is he looking at Train Sim World 4? I think he is. It's old now, mate, I'm afraid. Shouldn't be, but it is. At the behest of Dovetail. Again, station looks well modelled from the pictures I've seen. Got the railroad crossing gates here for some reason. Why? I do not know. Oh, I see, there's a crossing there. My mistake. Oh dear, seems that's fallen over. Whatever that's meant to be. Nice little secure spot there for the rubbish. For the rubbish bins. Oh, is this the main station building? I'm not sure, but either way, it looks nice. I think it is. Got the bus stop here, I presume. I can't actually look round because the game won't let me take the free cam any further. Wow, that's really well modelled. Look at that. Detail isn't great up close, but from a distance, yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, seems we had some bandits in there, caused a bit of chaos. Signs have fallen over. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, can't forget the Claremont clock. With the correct time too. Excellent. Right, so back in the cab. So we'll be now leaving Claremont and also saying goodbye to Los Angeles County because the next station is Montclair, which will be in the state of, not the state I should say, the San Bernardino County. So we are now officially going to be in San Bernardino County. So we're getting closer. I think I'll say the usual YouTube shenanigans. I don't actually know how long the stream's been going on for. I think an hour and 25 minutes. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, if you'd enjoyed the stream so far and you like what you see or hear, then feel free to hit the thumbs up button below. And if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. Lovely. As far as the next stream is concerned, I don't actually know when the next stream is. I will admit I've gone a little bit off the boil with a streaming schedule of late. I will try to get back to a normal streaming schedule, but I can't guarantee that. So I'm not sure when the next stream will be and what it will be on, but it will be on Train Sim World. That I can guarantee. There we go. Yeah, Metrolink is not going to be impressed with me being an engineer on their services, that's for sure. Alright, this looks a bit better, this area. I like this more. Welcome to Montclair. It's a fair long walkway. Very long, in fact, to an underpass. Bloody hell, it's like a bit of a maze to get to the car park, but there's the car park. Empty on this occasion. Nice to see that infrastructure is in place. This is Montclair. Oh, I like that. Nice signage there. And this is interesting. Hey, so I got the Montclair logo. Nice bit of architecture, that. That's nice to look at when you're going round the roundabout. Much bigger station. Much bigger. Well, I have to have a look at the facts and stats about this station. No doubt about that. Let's get the iPad up and running. Okay, so Montclair station is just north of the Montclair Plaza shopping centre. That's probably why it's such a big. It's got big station facilities. Okay. It's also got not only a Metrolink, it's also got Foothill Transit and Riverside Transit bus services as well. The station also serves as a dividing line between Foothill's service area and Omnitrans service area, bus service area. Okay. That's as far as information goes. So it's got a few bus connections. Apparently it's got 1,600 car parking spaces. 1,600. That's got to be the biggest car park so far. Surely. I'm pretty sure Dovetail were in a model 1,600 parking spaces, but they've done a decent job mapping out the car park there, giving the impression it's a big parking lot. The next station is Upland Station. Just over 2.5 miles away. So it's going to be mostly single track for a little while, quite a while actually, before we start getting into another big industrial part of the route as we get ever closer to the freight heartland of San Bernardino County. San Bernardino. If you was to ask me which Metrolink locomotive I would prefer to take out for a spin, it's got to be the MP36. It feels more old school. It kind of feels like an aircraft, you know, at the amount of visibility you get, and you know, on the counter version, you know, having the switches over your head makes you feel like you're operating an aircraft on wheels, or on rails, I should say. We are very, very late. But we keep going, we move. 1 mile to go. Right, approaching upland. No need. Oops. Put it in suppression. That was a bad mistake. Oopsie daisy. That should be okay though. Nearly screwed it up, but managed to stop at the edge of the platform. Nearly blew the locomotive up, but not this time. Here we are, Upland Station. Smaller parking lot. Again, very almost like a desolate kind of area here. Probably going to be built on in the future. Homes or a new business will roll in, I'm sure. There's those fictional dovetail messages. I swear to God, I've been debating this long and hard. This giraffe looks like the exact same design as they used in Madagascar. Gotta be, right? It may be a fictional film, not fictional. Maybe a film based on Madagascar, but I think they've gone a bit far, Dovetail, of using that character, because I think that actually is the giraffe from Madagascar. What was it called? Marty, wasn't it? No, that was the lion. Was it Melman? Was it called Melman? I think it was called Melman. But yeah, that it just looks very similar. I mean, the design, the patterning, the colours, it's identical, and I'm surprised DreamWorks or someone at Dovetail hasn't seen this as a potential red flag to get into trouble with by DreamWorks, you know, for copyright infringement. Very sneaky from Dovetail there. Yeah. Let's go further down here. Oh, we got a little cafe by the looks of it. Looks to be shut for today. Is this the main station building, maybe? Looks very closed. If it is, it should be open for business. Well, the station building's modelled okay. Would be nice if it was open. You know, like you get on the some of the British routes. The texture there don't look too bad. Well, we got Smart Mart shop, groceries, and even has a deli and a bakery and a grocery shop. I don't think we get that in the UK. That'll be quite popular. Right, let's lock the doors. Right, let's go.
to the next stop, which I'm going to completely butcher this name up. This is Rancha Cucamonga. Either way, it's under 5 miles away. A little bit of stats about Upland Station we just stopped at. Opened in May 1993, so a little bit later than the other stations. Well, I nearly hit the taxi there, or whatever it was. Across the road. Those crossing gates need to be fixed. But yeah, as far as Upland Station goes, it has a park and ride facility with 308 parking spaces. The local bus service called Omnitrans does not directly serve the station, but runs along Route 83 Euclid Avenue, about 2 blocks away from the platform. And that's about it as far as information for Upland goes. Got a yellow coming up. Now a green. Speed limit will be reduced shortly to 45 miles per hour, as we will be entering a big block full of industry, it seems to be. This is presumably where a majority of the freight services you can do on this route will be. Okay, what's this little spur here? It doesn't say. Heck, that's a long old bit of trackage there. I think we just crossed over. We have indeed. There's another little spur there as well. Unless they're part of a longer main line. Lots of little spurs here. I say interesting, a bit barren actually. Oh well. Oh, there's some tankers on the left hand side there. Just caught a glimpse of it.
stop. Any time now would be nice. There we go. And here we are. Welcome to Rancho I don't know. Cucamonga, however you say it. Yeah, this is set in a fairly industrial area. Probably a majority of them are workers departing from this station or arriving at the station, ready to head home or go or arrive at work. Ooh, nice there. I like the steps here. Another massive, huge car park for the area. Come on, game, let me use the steps. So you've got the underpass here. You can go left or right. Nice, I like that. You got some freight cars over there, so that's the... Yeah, that's a distribution centre, okay. So maybe this is home to one big distribution centre. I can't actually see what it is. I don't think the camera will let me go any further. But it's vaguely modelled. Again, like this, you know, trash and wheelbarrows and cars parked up, grass, weeds, barrels, all tucked along the side here of this spur. I like it. And I've even modelled the crossing gates. This is probably an area where you can do some freight services, or maybe not. It's blocked off, but there are some freight cars, I think, or some flatbeds in the distance over there, so it gives you an impression that whatever industry has received its cars. Right, let's lock the doors. Right, the next stop would be Auto Club Speedway, but interestingly that station is only served by trains on the weekend, which brings me on to a rather interesting point about timetables. You get two timetables with this route. You get a weekday timetable, which is predominantly all passenger, but there's, you know, a sprinkle of freight in there as well. Mostly takes place in, you know, the morning, night time, as well as you know, some services throughout you know, the morning, afternoon period. Got some BNSF freight cars there. You can see you've even got the lorries and the trucks all ready to take them away. All the contents of those freight wagons. Again, there's another spur over there. RC siding number 2. What could that mean? I'll put the brakes on just in case to be on the safe side. Are these the same BNSF freight cars? They are indeed. Nice though, I like it.
Anyway, back to my point. Yeah, Auto Club Speedway is mainly served by a weekend timetable, which is more focused on freight, so you see more freight throughout the day. But there are some Metrolink passenger services sprinkled in there as well. I think Auto Club Speedway actually is closed now. I think it used to host IndyCar or NASCAR, and I don't think it has neither sport visiting the Speedway now, which is a shame. But yeah, that's the reason why we are missing or will be running through Auto Club Speedway. I did a scenario that focused on the Auto Club Speedway on the San Bernardino line, and yeah, the Speedway is okay. It's been modelled. It's not 100% accurate, but you know, it gives you dovetail, giving you the impression that a Speedway does exist. It is modelled. This is a huge construction facility. Something big is going to be built here. No idea what it is, but it's going to be a big building. A bunch of buildings. There's some tracks there, which are some connected together. So what is our next stop? Fontana Metrolink. Okay. We've got some more freight cars there to our left or our right. A couple of flatbeds. Again, I love the foliage and the density of these industries, you know, just full of stuff. It looks like pipes and bricks, or something's being built at the same time, maybe. Pipe work, maybe. Steel pipe, something like that. Alright, let's have a... That water doesn't look very encouraging. Sewage pit maybe, or something like that. So this here is the Speedway. This is Auto Club Speedway. We've got some tankers over there, if I'm not mistaken. Speedway fuel facility, that's a lot. There's even some aggregates as well. Oh wow. Might want to have a stop here and have a look. Let's have a look, shall we? So this is Auto Club Speedway. Yeah, it's alright. It's been reasonably recreated in a good way by Dovetail. Huge parking lot, obviously. These speedways, they can host like literally hundreds of thousands of people. I think the biggest is I don't think it's Indianapolis. Might be one of the newer ones like Daytona or Texas maybe. I don't know my NASCAR or IndyCar very well, I'm afraid, as far as facilities go. Yeah, but down here you've got fuel depot, aggregates. Yeah, you can't actually access it. Oh, that's a shame. What a shame. Oh, that would have been quite fun to do some switching stuff down at the Speedway. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. Never mind. So yeah, as far as I'll touch on a little bit of the Auto Club Speedway. hosted NASCAR from 1997 to 2000. Oh, last year, 2023. The track was closed in 2023 for reconstruction as part of the Next Gen California project, and demolition started in October 2023. So it's not just NASCAR, but also NASCAR Truck Series, IndyCar, Superbikes even, as well as the Rolex Sports Car Series in the mid-2000s. So certainly NASCAR was its home for its main major sporting events. Interesting. Right, we're running alongside the Kaiser Yard. Huge freight yard. Please tell me that red is going to change to green the second I hit this go via marker. I really hope so. I'm pinning my stream's hopes on this. I do not want to start again. Please change. Yes, it did. Good. I hate it when it does that. Going a little bit too fast. There you go. We'll slow down. So Fontana Metrolink is just under 1.5 miles away. Not too far from San Bernardino now. Right in the thick of it. I may do one service going to San Bernardino downtown, just to complete the set, complete the look. The first in-depth look at this route. Right, we are just over half a mile away from Fontana Station. A little bit of information about Fontana Station as we are on the final approach. It opened in November 1993, and the local public bus service known as Omnitrans maintains a transit centre next to the station, which is quite interesting. So quite a few buses services stop at this station, rightly so. And it's the station also has 309 parking spaces. And that's about it. Not a lot of information on the Fontana Metrolink. Again, majority of the stations on this line opened in the mid-1990s or re-innovated in the mid-1990s or early 1990s. Gone a little bit too early there, but oh well, never mind.
Let's unlock the doors. Solar panels. And the shelter for the cars. Nice. So this is Fontana. The car park here is empty. Yeah, Mr. Yeah. I apologise to the passengers who wanted to get off in this carriage. I'm sorry. Is this like a viewing deck? Don't see what this walkway is really for. Unless you're a local photographer and you want to take pictures of the trains coming in and out, and fair enough, I can see that being useful. Other than that, not struggling to find other advantages of that. Yeah, don't look too shabby. Don't look too shabby. There's no main station building though. I like this little shelter here where you can sit and wait. Oh dear, look. Bless them, the couple don't want to go. They don't want to go on the train. They're enjoying their honeymoon on the platforms at Fontana. And there's the bus stops over here. In and around the area of Fontana Station. Let's get back in the cab. Thank you. Alright, let's go to the next station stop, which is Rialta. I think that's how you say it correctly. The station is just under 4 miles away. So far I'm actually quite enjoying this route. It seems there's a nice variety of things to do, definitely for freight fans. You know, switching and all that kind of stuff. And the route scenery is consistent. Like, there's no part of this route where I've gone, "Ugh, that looks horrible." It's kept a nice consistent flow of detail, which is nice. But again, it isn't really a surprise, considering a majority of these scenery assets are from other TrainSimWorld US routes and the 2 other California routes that connect up with this route, Cajon Pass and Antelope Valley. But easily route-wise, from a visual perspective, this is the best looking of the 3. No doubt about that. I mean, when I did a first look stream on the West Coast Main Line, the scenery was a mixed bag at best. Some of it was okay, some of it really wasn't. And I know that it's been touched up a bit since then, the route as a whole, you know, fixing bugs and lighting issues, and still a lot of work to do on that route. Same goes for the Kingsacktalbahn. I actually found that I think I don't know, I feel like when I looked at the Kingsacktalbahn, I was maybe I was more disappointed with it, considering, you know, it's a German route and Dovetail normally do a good job of a decent
solid job of their German routes. But with King's Head Talbot, I felt a little bit disappointed by that. Not just by the route scenery, but also the performance of the route was unusually poor. I know it's had a few patches since then, so I'll definitely go back and have a little play with King's Head Talbot maybe tomorrow or something like that. I went through some local industries there. Anything of any interest? Nope, doesn't seem to be the case. We need to get on the brakes ASAP. Once again, apologies for my, driving skills and missing crossings and being late with the bell and all that kind of stuff. Whoop, wrong brake. That didn't sound good. But nice sounds though. Alright, welcome to station of Rialto. I like that, that's cool. Nicely done there by Dovetail. We've got the Metrolink sign as well. What is this? Sementres. I can't read what that actually is about, but 3456 Canyon Road East must be a local business. You've got the diner there. Rialto. I take it this part of town must be famous for the orange juice. Or fruit. Oh, I like the pictures. They're cool. I'll have to look up the station on the interweb. Oh, a nice different tree for a change. So the usual small stubby palm trees and small trees with no leaves on it. Nice to have a tall tree for a change. Rialto Station. Got the car park here. I really like this station. It might be my favourite. John Longville Depot. Oh yeah, I like this station a lot. It's easily my favourite. It's got a lot of character and charm about it. Me likey. Let me have a look at some information on Rialto. Used to be known as obviously John Longville Depot. The station is named for the former assembly member and Rialto mayor of John Longville. I see. It was the station was designed as a replica of the former 1888 built Atchison, Topeka and Santa Fe Railway frame-built structure. It opened in May 1993 and has 280 parking spaces and 9 accessible spaces. Interesting there that Dovetail highlighted the orange juice or fruit juice products there. Oh no, not again. Oh, I think I hit another car. Oh dear. I think it was a black SUV. Oh dear, never mind. Onwards. The next and the final stop is San Bernardino. 3.5 miles away. So I'll have a look on the map. So this is San Bernardino West Yard there. Pretty much this whole area is similar, if not identical, to Cajon Pass as far as the freight stuff is concerned. You've got the maintenance set out depot there, the engine tyre sidings as well. Down here you've got the B yard. That's a huge yard, that's massive. My goodness. Huge yards. And then over here is where the majority of the freight services end or start on Cajon Pass. The main A yard. And there's a station there. So yeah, if you like the freight side of things, yeah, Cajon Pass is for you. There's a lot of freight to do, as well as San Bernardino Line. That's got a fair bit of freight to do, mainly switching and short little local runs, but it's freight. It's better than none. We've got a downhill gradient of 1%. There's some signings there. So we're getting into the area now where the passenger aspect is dwarfed by freight. If that doesn't give you an ominous sign of what is to come, then yeah, I don't know what is. A lot of BNSF freight cars. Oh, there's a bit of a graphical glitch there. Oopsie daisy. And there's the maintenance facility over there for the BNSF locomotives. But you can see a load of them there. SD40s and wish they had new sounds, for God's sake. I'm sick and tired of those sounds. And the ES44C4 locomotives. As we will rise up and over the facility and the container yard in San Bernardino. This is literally a huge yard. Busy non-stop 24/7. 300 and I presume 365 days a year. Unless they take Christmas Day off. I don't know. I presume they don't.
See a few intermodal trains there parked up in the sidings, parked up in the yard. I need to start braking. Might be a wise thing to do. There's a BNSF intermodal train by the looks of it. Not intermodal, manifest maybe? It is a manifest, indeed I was right. Mixed freight, or junk train as some other people call it. Would be nice if we could stop now, thank you very much. And there we go, here we are, arrival at San Bernardino. Nice looking station. Pretty much the same as it was in Cajon Pass, I think. Yeah, I like this route. I really do. I really do like it. I don't think I'll do San Bernardino downtown. I can do that another time. Just conscious on the time. Oh no, we are going to San Bernardino downtown. Alright, my mistake. Onwards. It's not the last stop on the line. Well, as far as this service is concerned, we've got to keep going. Whilst that freight train on the left is pulling into San Bernardino, we're going to the next and final stop, which is San Bernardino downtown. Now, interestingly, this is where some of the Inland Empire services stop at as well, or either start or terminate stations. Interesting picture of the San Bernardino Transit Center station building. Looks very shiny and new. The construction began on the centre in 2014, and it was opened on April 2014. August, sorry. The transit centre was completed by August 2015. Arrow, a commuter rail service, opened to that station in October 2022 for its western terminus at the transit centre. At the same time, the daily express trip on Metrolink San Bernardino Line was extended to Redlands downtown station, which sadly is not a part of this route, sad to say. Express trains pass through the transit centre without stopping. And the California High-Speed Rail Authority is considering the station as a possible stop in the second phase of the California High-Speed Rail project, if even the first phase is even completed. Oh, interesting, and here is the station. The next and final stop. Very, very late, but we've made it. That's all that matters. So yeah, a few local services terminate here, and a few other services will carry on, going east and south. There we go. Now it's journey's end. Here we are at San Bernardino downtown. Car parks lacking a few markings, but presumably that's like it is in real life. Trying to spot the main station building. I can't seem to pick it out. Is this the main station building? Maybe. Oh no, there it is. I could see it. It's over there. Oh yeah, Dovetail have modelled that accurately. Fair play. I'll give it to them. Shame you can't go inside and have a look. But you've got a lot of buses here. The city bus. One of the newest stations, or probably the newest station on the San Bernardino line. Oh, there's something over here, a little monument. What's this? It's something. Don't know what it's meant to mean, but it's something. Where's this service going to? It's not in service at the moment. But yeah, that concludes this journey. Yeah, there we are. That concludes part 2 of the service going from Los Angeles to San Bernardino. We stopped at Claremont, Montclair, Upland Station, Rancho Cucamonga, or however you say it correctly, Fontana Metrolink, Rialto, San Bernardino, and finally San Bernardino downtown. And we also went past Auto Club Speedway. And that will be that. You know what? That's actually a good route. Overall, as a package, it's the best of the three. There's no doubt about it. Route scenery is very good for a US route. This is the best US route for quite some time. Thumbs up for me. Dovetail did a decent job. Yes, they've had a lot of help done for them, with the fact that 2 routes have already been made that connect up to the San Bernardino line. Antelope Valley line and Cajon Pass, but route scenery is at a very good, not very good, but is at a good standard. Nice bit of detail. Stations are lovely. Locomotive and the rolling stock looks good. Definitely the sounds of the MP36 PH-3C is very, very good. Timetables, 2 timetables, a weekday and a weekend, very unique in Train Sim World. And yeah, overall, if you want a Metrolink experience, this is the one to get, no doubt about it. And there's some freight as well, which you can do as well. And the fact you've got the F125 locomotive, if you haven't had a chance to access or pick up the Antelope Valley line, get the San Bernardino line. You get 2 locomotives, 2 different types of coaches, the Rotom cab car, and yeah, overall, it's a very, very good US route. Easily the best of the 3 new routes that have been released so far for Train Sim World 5, and I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Very, very pleased with this route. So I hope you enjoyed that in-depth first look at the San Bernardino line. If you have, then feel free to hit the thumbs up button below. And if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. So I'd just like to say once again, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.